Kari, back again with another video. Today for dinner, we're having a honey, lemon, ginger garlic salmon that you don't want to miss. And I am planning to serve it with some garlic butter mashed potatoes and also some garlic green beans. For the ingredients, I'm gonna break it down into sections. For my mashed potatoes, I have these yellow/golden potatoes. Here I have a combination of heavy cream and whole milk. So it's about 3/4 cup of whole milk and 1/4 cup of heavy cream. I have some butter. 2 types of garlic here. So one garlic is gonna go for the green beans that I'll show you guys in just a second. But for my mashed potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and use this pureed garlic. I have some flaky salt, which is like a thicker cut of salt, but any kind of salt you have will do. Last thing for my mashed potatoes, I also have a few chives here. For my green beans, I'm also gonna use this salt and some of my minced garlic here. Possibly maybe a little ginger just to mix it in with my salmon. But for the main course, for this course's staple, I have 2 fillets of salmon, freshly cut from my local grocery store, some soy sauce, ginger, some honey, some brown sugar. I will also be using butter for my salmon, and I have a lemon, really for freshness and a little added flavor. So for starters, I am gonna start by peeling my potatoes so I can get those to start boiling already, and then I'm gonna get straight on the sauce prepared for our salmon. You guys, I'm so excited. I finally have an official potato peeler, so stick with me because this is my very first time using it, but everybody tells me that I need this rather than a knife, so I'm happy to have it. Also, be sure to watch out for your fingers. So I'm just gonna go straight in. You guys, this peeler is cutting like butter and I love it. All right, y'all, so here are my potatoes after I successfully used that potato peeler to cut them all. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you don't have a potato peeler, get one, please do. So now with my potatoes, I am gonna cut them in half and then go ahead and put them in my pot to boil. And the ones that are kind of extra big like this, probably cut it into 1/3 or 1/4. To my pot, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some water. While I still have the pot here to be able to pour more water in it, I'm gonna go ahead and add my potatoes just to see how high the water gets. To my bowl here, I'm really gonna kind of eyeball all of my ingredients, but the key here is to taste your sauce as you go so you know what you want more or less of flavor-wise, and that'll really help you make the best salmon to taste ever. So first I'm gonna start with that brown sugar. Right on top of that is gonna be some soy sauce. I like my fish and really everything very garlicky, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a whole, probably tablespoon of garlic, a little bit of ginger, and I'm gonna mix this all together before adding any more ingredients. Right into my sauce, I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of melted butter. And mix that right in. I'm gonna go ahead and give the sauce a taste just to see how much honey I need to add. Since I've already added brown sugar as kind of sweet, I don't wanna make it overwhelmingly sweet, you know? So I'm gonna taste it and see what else I need to add. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my lemon because I wanted to add some lemon juice. So this is about how much lemon juice I'll be adding. But to actually bake it in the air fryer, I am gonna go ahead and have a few lemon slices ready and set to go. So back to my sauce here, I'm gonna go ahead and add that lemon juice. Squeeze it right in just like that. Give it a nice stir again. Now I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of honey. Adding in a little bit more ginger. Okay, you guys, I decided to add a little bit of onion powder. And also lemon pepper to accentuate the lemon flavor going on already. All right, you guys, I'm gonna taste the sauce one more time, and then I think it'll be ready to marinate our salmon for about 15 to 30 minutes. I think it's beautiful. So now for our salmon fillets, you guys, these salmon fillets are super thick and juicy, and they do have the skin on them. So I'll show you a trick for that while they're in the air fryer. I just wanna get a good coating on our salmon here and kind of get them in there. There we go. I'm gonna take my gloves off, wrap it in plastic, and stick it in the fridge, clean up my station, and then we will get started on those green beans. For my green beans here, I am actually gonna take the time to go ahead and cut the ends off of them. I don't know, that's just up to my taste. I feel like they can be a little stringy and tough sometimes, so I'm gonna do that and come right back. To my boiling pot of potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil. And also some of that flaky salt I showed you all earlier. All right, so now to check my potatoes, I'm just gonna take my little wooden spatula here and try to cut a few of them in half. I feel like they are pretty good consistency. I'm probably gonna leave them sitting for another 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready to pour the water off. To my pan here for the green beans, I'm gonna add a little bit of this extra light taste olive oil, just a little drizzle, and I'm gonna heat my pan on medium heat. So now to this aluminum foil that I went ahead and put those lemon slices down on, I am just gonna take each one of those salmon fillets from our marinade. I'm gonna round off the ends of our foil before it goes in the air fryer. And I'm just gonna pour a little bit more of that glaze that we made right on top of the salmon fillets. Now I'm gonna set that air fryer to 400 degrees, and we're gonna cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Gonna put those green beans directly in our pan and use those same tongs from the salmon to kind of space it out a little bit. Here, I'm kind of tossing them just a little bit to be able to coat them evenly in that olive oil we put in the pan. I really just wanted to keep these green beans nice and simple, so I'm gonna add some minced garlic. I'm also going to add a few sprinkles of ginger just to kind of complement our salmon, and then a little bit of salt, and leave these cooking. To the pan, I'm also adding a little bit of water so when I put my lid on, they can steam and get a little less crunchy. This process took about 8 minutes. Now that my potatoes are done, I'm gonna go ahead and drain the water and come right back. For my mashed potatoes, I've always found that simpler is usually better. So for that, I have really 3 ingredients that will go into this. Also, just to say, I am kind of chopping it up with my spatula here because I couldn't find my potato masher, but that would probably be a better option. I also do like a better chunky mashed potato over smooth and creamy. So right in with this, I'm gonna add my whole milk and heavy cream mixture. Right after, I'm gonna add some butter, some pureed garlic, and a little bit of flaky salt. Also remember to stir continuously just to make sure all of your ingredients are well incorporated. I thought mine was getting a little thick, so I added a little bit more heavy cream and milk. Here, I added a few chopped chives, really for added color and appearance. After giving that a good mix, our mashed potatoes here are done. Here's what our green beans are looking like. Still fresh and green, but soft enough to eat. So, for my salmon trick, what I did was flip the salmon skin side up and cooked it again for another 8 minutes, still on 400 degrees. This method works very well, but what I will say is that my salmon didn't look so crispy on the top anymore after it was done cooking on the backside. So a tip would be to either drain or save that juice before cooking your salmon for a second time. The juice you can always pour on your mashed potatoes or over your salmon after you're done plating. So here's dinner, and it was so delicious. I hope you all enjoy. Go ahead and leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, telling me how you like the recipe. As always, I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.